What's up guys, my name is Tim and I've been fixing BMWs for over a decade now, and this is a revival of this E90 project. It's a 330i and in this video we're going to be replacing the PCV system entirely. So here's how this video is going to go. First of all, we're going to start with the list of tools you need, so you can pause the video right here. Secondly, the common symptoms of failing PCV system. And the third one, of course, the DIY itself. Before we start, guys, I want to remind you about the membership program. The membership program is created to help you solve your BMW problems. If you need a one-on-one assistance or a little bit of a guidance, if you don't know what's wrong with your car, I'm here to help you out. I'm not saying I'm guaranteed to help and navigate you, pinpoint the problem that you have, but I will navigate you through how to diagnose the problem and what to do with it. At least I can give you some idea where to look for and how to deal with it. So there's two member levels. It's a DIY Genius that will give you the access of one-on-one with me, so we can troubleshoot. You can send me data, send me videos, and we can sort it out basically. And the other level is Eurocar Enthusiast. You can share your problem in the comments and I will prioritize answering it to you. So join the membership program and let's get to the video. PCV system failures are usually go along with the misfires. So usually it's random misfires and affecting all of the cylinders at once basically. Also you can experience the oil in the intake manifold and therefore oil getting into the combustion chamber, and you can see the smoke out of the tailpipe. It will smell like burning oil. So that's a common thing to happen when the PCV fails. Also, of course, if the PCV tubes get cracked and or the seals are not that great anymore, that's other reason to have a random misfire. That's an air leak. Or you can get the running lean conditions, because anything that is after mass airflow sensor, if there is a crack somewhere, the engine will suck this extra air in, and that's what's called the air leak. I know, counterintuitive. It's not leaking air out, it's actually sucking the air in. So it's too much air, not enough fuel. It's unmetered air that getting sucked after mass airflow sensor. Everything after here is unmetered, so it gets into the engine and the computer, the DME computer, doesn't know that the air exists, and it provides fuel for the amount that measured by mass airflow. So that's why you're getting the running lean conditions. So that's the usual cause of the PCV. We replace the PCV system. We're also going to replace the intake manifold gaskets. So they're on the way. We're going to get it done, clean the throttle body, and inspect everything else. All right, since we have a lot of things taken apart already, I'll just point out how you guys going to do it, because your car will be more assembled. There's going to be a cowl right here, and it has it's held by two 8mm bolts, one right here and one on the other end. And of course we have the air filter box, basically cabin filter box, so held by those bolts right here. All of those supposed to be 8mm, so it's 4, and there's another 2 into the cowl if you have them. So, and those things, that wire will be held to this plastic piece right there, and this one is supposed to go in there as well. So technically I would take this wire out, because otherwise that's what you will supposed to do. And this one stays like this. And now once you remove all this, don't forget those pieces, they just slide out, and there's the covers that are just popping up. So those are sliding out, and you don't need to remove anything here, just keep it closed. This is a dumb thing to do. People who did this are complete morons. It's stupid. So don't touch this. This is the DME computer right there. There's a bunch of other fuses. So, and that's what it is. So we gain access. You'll have the beauty cover right here. Those are Torx 45 clips. So they look like bolts, but It's a twist and turn. I mean, you twist and they pop off. It's 5 of those, so turn and twist. And there's gonna be a metal piece right here with the rubber grommet, so you just pop it off and remove it. That's all it is. My reinforcement bar is already removed. This one, 11 millimeter 12 point, will work just fine on this bolt. I think it's E14. And then we have this one in the middle. This is 14 millimeter bolt, works just fine over there as well. I mean, 14 millimeter socket, 12 point, works wonders. Never stripped one bolt, and I always use those. Like 14, 11, not one bolt stripped. So you only need to remove one, and you don't need to remove this bolt at all. It's like it just needs to be loosened up, and then you slide it out. That's it. And now we can continue with the air filter box. This one's already loose. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Mine doesn't have the clips or anything. And the air filter box is out. Now we're gonna disconnect this vacuum line. It's basically press on this white tab right here and just pop it off. That's all it takes. I just needed for convenience to move this unit out of the way. This is a 10 millimeter bolt, should be 2 and should be a washer there, but I'm missing everything here. We'll have to pick it all up at the junkyard. So now it's easy to slide out and leave it off. Now, what the hell is this? My God. Now continue. Yeah, everything's loose. Take this off. This vacuum line goes to the PCV valve. And let's see. Now we have this clamp facing down right there. So I'm gonna reach with the screwdriver, take it off. It's also 6 millimeter, so you can use the 6 millimeter socket to take it off, and then I'll remove that one. Now we have this sensor right here, so it's just a press and slide it out. This wire is not where it's supposed to be. Now the throttle body, same way, right here at the bottom. So now the throttle body is the same way, you just press and slide it out. Throttle body is held by 4 10 millimeter bolts. They're right here, pretty simple, all visible, easy to reach. And the first DISA, just disconnect it just like that. That's all it is. Wonder why this stuff is in here. So I'll remove the throttle body and we'll go from there. This wiring hub is held by 2 Torx 30 bolts. Mine is just hanging in there, so don't have to remove that, but I have some extra bolts. I'll put them back in there. And now disconnecting this vacuum line from the purge valve. Like, this is how I do it. Start from the bottom. It's a flathead screwdriver. Just put it right there. And there we go. So one tab is off, and I'm just holding it to create pressure. Now I go on top, and I'm doing the same thing. And now this whole thing is out. Oh. So now we have to move this hose out. It's a PCV hose. The way I do it, I'll show you on one side. So this is the tab that you need to move. The other one is 100 degrees, so on the opposite side. You can't see it, I can't see it, it's there. So I'll start with the other side, but I'll show you how to do it on this one. Basically, you need a tool like this. It's a pick tool, and you put it in there and you kind of slide it out. At this point, all I gotta do is, let me see, hold this hose at this position. You can even put something in here in this gap right here, and all I need to do is get the other tab to pop just like that. And it's easier to start with the other one because at least you can see this one, and the other one you don't. So I click it back in. I know where it is. It's not an easy task, and a lot of people struggle with it, I know, but it's doable. Yeah, there we go. I created a gap. It's right there, and now I just hold it for pressure. So now, yep, there we go. The gap is there. The PCV hose removed. So now we're going to remove the intake manifold entirely, and of course we'll disconnect the sensor, and it's 11 millimeters, so 3 nuts right here and 4 bolts, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So remove those and the intake manifold will be movable. There are other things connected. The bottom hose of the PCV is connected, and there's some wiring in there, so we'll remove that and go from there. So now let's move the intake manifold. There's also some wiring in the back. We'll get to it in a second. All right, so moves just like this. And from this point, basically, it's once again impossible to show you guys, but the PCV hose from the oil pan to the valve is squeeze and release. So you squeeze it and let it go. Like basically, you have to manually feel it. Alright, so you gotta feel the hose. It's probably gonna be decently stuck in there. It usually helps to move the intake manifold up from the valve. Yeah, there it is. Now it's separated. Alright. And at this point, we have clear access to those wires, so we can unplug them. We'll get to the order of things later on. Oh, another DISA right here inside the intake. And now the intake manifold is out. And at this point, we have the intake removed. This is the PCV valve. This hose goes to the valve cover, so it's a squeeze and release. You don't really need to remove it, especially if we're replacing all of it. So the most common thing people would be confused with, how everything connects right here. So the first valve is going to be the first slot. It's like the intake right here. So the top one, that's the valve. The second one would be this hose right here. The third one would be the hose that goes to the oil pan, and the fourth one is the only connector left. So that's how you plug it back in. Other things, there's just 3 bolts right here. Those are Torx 25. Those hoses right here, I mean those bolts, and it slides out. But before you do that, you want to disconnect this squeeze and release hose. So you can do it the same way as we did on top over there. So those are the tabs where we do it, and that's pretty much it. Then you just remove the whole thing out and replace it. There we go. There we go. This is out. And now loosen the valve and remove it fully. Alright, now we're gonna put the valve in place. There we go. Plug it in. From here, well, since we left the other hose in there at the oil pan, that's kind of the trickiest hose you can have. Now, since we are here, we're going to replace the intake manifold gaskets as well. So just remove all of them. Those are just regular O-rings. And I can see some silicone has been used here for no reason. All of the parts I use for this repair is Rein, and the intake manifold seals are Elring. I'll put all the part numbers for the parts in the description, so if you have questions, it's the same part number for 325 or 330, it doesn't matter, it's the same part. So yeah, let me install those seals and we'll get to the bottom hose, the last one. Okay, so this is the bottom hose. This part goes into the crankcase ventilation. It's a bit flexible, but not too much. So it's really hard to show it out there, especially with the setup we have. Basically, it's a tough hose to remove. It always gives trouble, but one very important thing, you don't want to bend it any other way, because the other piece that goes into oil pan is plastic as well. It's really easy to break. So you want to lift it straight up. And those pins right there, you just want to lift them up at both at the same time, kind of thing. It's like you will not be able to grab it with the fingers. So I would just use the pick tool, hold it, pick tool, and remove it. So it's gonna be a hustle. I'm telling you guys for sure, it's not an easy hose to remove, but it's doable. And this one cracks like any other hose, so it's going to be right down there. So, and you want it in the same position, though. So here's this hose, it's one of the tabs, just trying to move it up and just get the hose out of there. So I'm gonna spend some time on it, guys. It's like, it's not easy, but it's not difficult either. It's just a lot of hustle. Maybe use both pick tools to press those tabs. You might even want to break it, because since we're replacing the hose anyways, like it's doesn't really matter at all. Push them up, push them down, make them movable. It's like all of it helps. Like you see, I kind of breaking one right now. It's might help, might not. Well, let me try and get it out. Nope. Alrighty, fellas. Gotta do it without a camera. Really hard to show anything. Everything gonna be covered with my hands. So we got a new hose right here, and honestly, this one I just pulled it straight up and it came out. So it wasn't that hard, but it usually gives trouble. But the one thing I want to make sure you guys don't broke the piece that goes where this hose goes into. So that's the main point. Putting it in is straightforward, of course. You just go and click it in. Just make sure it clicks. It should end up somewhere over here. So do we go behind those wires? Well, those wires should be right here, and this hose might need to go. There we go. Now it's in. Give it a pull. Just make sure it stays inside. The wiring is all messed up in here, but that's where it's supposed to go. This wire will be over here, and this end will go into the crankcase ventilation valve. Just make sure everything plugged in, and we're ready to install the intake manifold back. Now we're gonna put the intake manifold back in. So we go under those wires, like the PCV hose goes under the fuel line, goes over there. When it's in this position, so we're gonna install the wires, this one for PCV heating element and another one for a DISA valve. At this point, I'd say it makes sense to install the wires on the back of the intake manifold for the third PCV hose. It goes into the slot number 3. So, since it's very easy at this point, there we go. Just make sure It's all the way in, and the last wire will be easy to install as well. So now this piece goes inside, and we are ready to clear the wires. Everything else plugged in. There we go. And don't forget to put this one back into the valve cover, but not yet. We'll need this bolt, so we need some room in there. All right. That's it. Don't forget the last wire over there to install into this wiring hub for the PCV. It's a bit difficult since everything's messed up in here. Because if you don't, there's gonna be codes. But the car still should run fine even if you don't install the wires and everything's okay. Alright fellas, don't forget the vacuum line for the purge valve right here. A lot of people forget to plug it in. The car runs like shit after it. And it's right behind the throttle body, so you don't see it when everything's assembled. So this is important. Now I do have the spare bolts for this wiring hub. So we're gonna put it back in where it belongs. Just because everything must be proper. Those are Torx 30 bolts. Got one in, and the second one, I don't see it, so you won't see it, but it's there, you know where it is. Yep, it's finally the way it's supposed to be. Alright. That's it, this assembly is complete. The only thing left is to put the throttle body back in, plug everything in, and fire it up. Alright, so everything is where it's supposed to be. The wiring hub, finally where it's supposed to be. Just make sure everything's plugged in. The throttle body, the DISA valve, so that's the wire for the DISA right here. What are those things? Man, whatever. So the DISA is plugged in. Now I'm gonna install the final pieces, and that's the moment of truth. Of course, don't forget to plug in the PCV back into the intake boot and make everything tight, and yeah, those things go over here and continue the assembly. Now don't forget this one. This is very important. A lot of air leak if you don't plug it in. So let's put it all back together and see what happens. So everything's back together-ish. So like all of this not important right now. Right now we need to test if the starter works. I did crank it before I assembled it, so the starter actually works. Although it was missing, it's like a ground. But after I provided it and then I removed it, it was doing it on its own. So let's see if the car fires up and if it leaves. So here's what happened, guys. The car is running, and it's running actually pretty good, decently fine, although it's smoking like crazy from the valve cover gasket leak, but we'll fix that later. Here's what was been the issue, the culprit. The DME and the CAS didn't communicate properly, so I had to reconnect them basically, and the car fired pretty much right up. So the car is running. I'm pretty happy with the result. Everything's okay. We'll continue fixing it up, but for now it's a great result. So this is it, guys. The car is running. I hope this video was helpful, and please, if you have any questions, just comment below, ask. I'll reply as much as I can, but drop that like, share, subscribe, and I remind you again about the membership program. If you have trouble, let me know. and we'll sort it out together. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.